trying to access their scramble in the descending zone.
Hello and welcome to today's flight. Today is September 12, 2020, and we're on the ground at Tacoma Narrows Airport in our Piper Cherokee, getting ready to take off IFR and head over to SeaTac. It's a short flight. Today we're going to be flying in smoke conditions due to multiple wildfires in Washington State, in Oregon. There's smoke creating IFR conditions throughout the region. I'm going to go ahead and bring up ForeFlight and show you what we got going on. So as you look, I've got it set to show cloud ceilings at any airport that has a weather station. And as you can see here at KTIW, it's reporting 600-foot ceilings. And at SeaTac, where we're heading, it's 400-foot ceilings. You can see low IFR indicated in the purple right there. Let's go ahead and put in our flight plan here. So we're going Kilo Tango India Whiskey and return. And let's go ahead and put the SeaTac VOR in there. And that's in there. And now we're going to put the Seattle Airport and return. Getting an error message here. I'm going to go ahead and change the now we're going to file 3,000. 3,000 is an appropriate altitude for IFR flight eastbound. So I'm going to leave that in there. They may assign us a different altitude. Okay, so that's the straight line flight right there. As you can see, it's a really short one. We're going to go ahead and bring up the appropriate plates. But first, let's go ahead and listen to the ATIS over there at SeaTac and see what we have going on there.
Seattle Tacoma International Airport, ATIS information Foxtrot, 1453 Zulu. Wind 190 at 4. Visibility 1. Smoke, mist. Ceiling 400 broken, 2000 overcast. Altimeter 3004. Arriving and departing runways 16 center, 16 left, 16 right. ILS runway 1.
Okay, I'm going to shut that off for now. So as you can see, the weather in X-Plane, and I have it uploading real weather, exactly matches what we're seeing here on ForeFlight, which again is also real world. And as you can see, the time up here is 8:31 a.m. September 12th. Okay, let's bring up, since we know it's going to be runways 16, let's take a look. And so since we're coming from the west, let's go ahead and ask for runway 16 right. Once we're airborne and we contact the approach controller. So let's go ahead and bring up the appropriate plate for runway 16. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and edit this and delete this plate since it's not relevant to our flight. We'll say done with that. Now we're going to put KC in here, Kilo Sierra Echo Alpha, and we're going to go ahead and bring up the plates for Seattle Tacoma. Right, here we have procedure, and we're going to go ahead and bring up approaches. And let's go ahead and set the ILS runway 16 right. And we'll put that in the map. So now we have an overlay of our approach plate. Again, if he gives us a different approach, that's fine. But for now, we have the 16 right ILS approach. Let's go ahead and look at the decision height. That's 615 feet. I'm going to put a note of that, 615 feet. Again, I'm looking down vertically to look at my knee pad. And so we see here that it's going to be radar vectors. So we're going to get radar vectors, probably going to have us go parallel to the runway here, and then he'll give us vectors in, and then we'll intercept the localizer for runway 16 right, again, assuming we get that. Localizer frequency we see here is 110.75. Okay, so we've got everything set. I'm going to take a look right now at the Narrows 1 departure, since that's what we filed for. So we're going to take a look at that and see what that involves. All right, so we're going to be taking off runway 17 here at Tacoma Narrows based on the ATIS. That's climb runway heading until leaving 1,500. So I'm going to go over here to maps, and I'm just going to make a note. Okay, so we're going to go runway 17, and then we're going to be turning 250 degrees. So let's go ahead and put our little arrow in there, and 250 degrees at 1.5K. Okay, back to plates and see what the rest of it is. So it's right turn, heading 250, maintain 2,000, and expect filed altitude 5 minutes after departure. So We're going to climb to 2K after our right turn. And most likely they'll probably give us a different altitude, but so that's what the Narrows 1 departure calls for right there. So we've got that set in, and again, I'm putting this in on my map just for reference purposes. Okay, so that's set. We've got our plate. We've briefed it. Our decision altitude 615 feet. Seattle departure, Cherokee 7428 Romeo on the ground at Tacoma Narrows. IFR to SeaTac, ready to copy.
7428 Romeo, Seattle departures. Go to Seattle Airport as filed. Maintain 3000. Departure frequency is 120.4. Squawk 6416. Holds for release.
Cleared to Seattle Airport as filed. Climb maintain 3000. Departure frequency 120.4. Squawk 6416 and hold for release. Cherokee 7428 Romeo.
28 Romeo, repeat is correct. Device as frequency first for departure.
28 Romeo, roger. Seattle departure, Cherokee 7428 Romeo, ready for release.
7428 Romeo, release for departure. Clearance void in 10 minutes. Frequency change approved.
Clear for release and void if not off in 10. So frequency change approved for 28 Romeo. And again, this very closely matches what I'm actually looking out the window here. I live in the area, and it is smoky in the entire region. Okay, runway heading to 1,500, then right turn. And we're cleared for our filed altitude of 3,000 feet. Coming up on 1,500 to go. $1,300, 200 to go. $100 to go. And 1,500, standard rate turn to the right, heading 250. Coming up on 2,000. Rolling out on heading 250. 900 to go. Going to switch over to departure. That's set. Coming up on 2,300. Seattle departure, Cherokee 7428 Romeo out of 2,500, climbing 3,000.
Romeo, Road County 3 miles southeast, correction southwest of the Tacoma Narrows Airport.
Position checks for Cherokee 28 Romeo.
South 291, connect Albuquerque Center 134.6.
Albuquerque Center 14.6, Southwest 291.
South 1960, connect Albuquerque Center 134.32.
3432, South 1962.
Detroit Romeo, clear direct Seattle.
Clear direct, Seattle VOR, Cherokee 28 Romeo. That's our attitude heading reference system on ForeFlight, AHARS. Providing attitude indicator and heading indicator information as well as altitude, GPS ground speed, terrain features in front of the airplane. Anything highlighted in green indicates that you are at a safe altitude to clear that terrain.
Speedbird 100, Denver Center climb, maintain flight level 260.
Then here's our distance to the next waypoint, which is the Seattle VOR, 15 nautical miles.
Speedbird 291 cross Sakura, maintain 15,000, altimeter 3026.
And we're 7 miles from the VOR.
At 28 Romeo, turn left 350.
Left turn, heading 350, Cherokee 28 Romeo.
South 1960. Change position, runway 26, contact Albuquerque, approach 123.9er.
So right now I've got the tower frequency for runway 16 right in standby. That should be our next frequency change. So as you can see, he has us on approach control right here, 133.65, which on the plate is the approach controller for this approach. ATIS we've already listened to, we have Golf 120.95 right here. Up at the top is the tower frequency. And that's what we're seeing outside the airplane. Not much of anything.
Speedboat 110 of pilot's discretion, maintain 16,000. Contact center 118.57. So 428 Romeo, descend and maintain 2,100.
Descend and maintain 2,100, Cherokee 742 at Romeo.
It's 5 out for visual on 3.
That's our position in relation to the
So
final
21
approach.
out, runway 3, cleared to land.
Runway 3 clear to land, 291.
Expect that. 28 Romeo, 6 miles to the final approach fix. Turn right heading 140, maintain 2,100. To establish on localizer, cleared the ILS runway 16 right approach.
Right turn 140, maintain 2,100, cleared ILS runway 16 right approach, Cherokee 2 at Romeo.
Speedboat 100, correct Brudick, cross Brudick at or above 10,000, cleared on runway 17 approach.
Okay, so we should be coming into the localizer pretty soon. We're looking down here at our needle. And we'll start our right turn to the final approach course of 164 degrees. As soon as we see that needle coming in, and then he should be handing us off the tower of 120.95. That's what we're anticipating.
Oscar 44, contact NorCal approach 120.95.
NorCal approach Alaska 44 is descending out of 18.2 on the MZO3 arrival with Victor.
Oscar 44, NorCal approach, thanks for Victor. Whiskey's current altimeter 29907, expect ILS runway 30.
We'll expect the ILS runway 30 and we'll get Whiskey Alaska 44.
Albuquerque Tower, Southwest 91, clear on Charlie, short of Fox.
Okay, localizer's coming in.
So Study 1 taxi on via Charlie, cross runway 12 on Charlie, hold short runway 8.
Foxtrot, Charlie, cross runway, was it 22 on Charlie and short of 8 for Southwest 291?
Runway 12.
Sorry, 12.
So it's 1962, contact tower 120.3.
1203, 62, see you.
Just making a general half standard rate turn here to the right.
Albuquerque Tower, good morning, Southwest 262,
Pick up that localizer.
RNAV 26.
So it's 1962, Albuquerque tower 126, clear to land.
Coming up on 1,500, looking for 615. reduce the sink rate. Come right. Adding power. And back left. Adding a little bit of power. We have the runway in sight at 900 feet. Flaps 2. And reducing power. Flaps 3. That's the inner marker. And on the ground, flaps retract. And we'll turn off here at Echo. Seattle Tower, Cherokee 742 Romeo, clear the runway at Echo, parking signature.
To remember, texture rank, go Tango this frequency.
Echo Tango to parking this frequency, Cherokee 2 at Romeo. Going to be parking signature was all the way down here, and I circled it on the map. That's signature flight support. center.
Is approach exec set 812 on the ground, Sedona, holding short runway 3, number 1, we're ready for departure.
Section 812, this was 1634, release to departure. Clearance is void in 10 minutes, frequency change approved.
Exec jet 812 is released for departure, void if not off in 10 minutes. We'll call you airborne, exec jet 812.
Alaska 44 on a final connect Oakland Tower.
5 mile final contact Oakland Tower, Alaska 44.
Call Oakland Center, say call center request again. So we got 337 INT. So we got 337 right account southeast of Santa Rosa. Execute published missed approach procedure. Expect further clearance at 1650. The time is 1636.
Okay, we're going to stop right here and do a quick debrief. Let's take a look at our flight path. Okay, so there's our takeoff from Tacoma Narrows right there. That's Narrows 1 departure, climb to 1,500, right turn heading 250. And then in this case, we climbed to our cleared altitude until we received vectors, which was direct SeaTac VOR. So that's our flight path direct to the VOR. Then we received a clearance for left turn heading 350. And that's us on 350. Then we got a vector for right turn to intercept the localizer, 2 right turns, and then we intercepted and captured the localizer and glide slope down to the runway. And here we are, and this is what it's looking like in real life out there with the smoke again, as I said, from the wildfires. So that's our short flight over to SeaTac. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope to see you again next flight.